Alright, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to a brand new video. You already know, excuse me, what it is, what your boy reacting to, y'all. Honestly, I want to hurry up before this camera dies. I ain't really lie. I've been recording video after video after video. Haven't turned the camera off at all. So, I ain't trying to do too much talking with this intro, y'all. So, y'all, listen, y'all don't know if y'all are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to leave a like and comment something down below down in the comment section, y'all. More bangers is about to be on the way on this channel, but check out all the other recent videos that I have dropped. Not even just on, I can't even talk. Not even just on this channel, on my other channels too. But hey, I want to get right into this. Let's go. Let's go.
In fact, far from it. Most days, I'd say I probably fall somewhere between competent and incoherent.
Hold up, my fault. I didn't even play it back.
You know, I'm not the smartest guy in the world.
I ain't the smartest guy in the world.
Far from it. Most days, I'd say I probably fall somewhere between competent and incoherent. But despite my painfully average intelligence, I am still smart enough to know at least one thing is for certain. I am not better at basketball than an NBA player.
Shit. Yeah, you see me hoop.
Of them. Literally, nothing I can do with a basketball in my hands is up to par with a single player in the NBA. But this isn't breaking news. By now, we all know this.
Stupid.
Except this guy. This is Anthony Miracola, and he claims to be the best shooter in the entire world. And it's a self-proclaimed title that he has earned by breaking several basketball shooting world records. Anthony's good. Really good. But to find out the harrowing truth that he is not better than an NBA player, he got invited onto national television to have a shootout against an NBA player. The outcome of this shootout? Worse than you could imagine.
Aw, damn.
Do you think you are the greatest pure shooter of all time? Just straight shooting?
Yes.
Ever? Yes?
Yes.
He didn't look confident when he said that. Hell nah. Look confident next time, buddy boy.
In 2018, Devin Booker set a three-point contest record with a score of 28 in the final round of the contest, taking home the trophy with his name forever etched into NBA history. A performance where he hit 80% of his shots, only missing 5 out of 25. Under this format, where the highest score possible is 34, Booker put on a three-point clinic that even shooters like Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson couldn't keep up with. And 4 years later, he still holds this incredible three-point shooting record.
Wow.
Until the greatest shooter alive, Anthony Miracola, broke it in 2022 with a score of 31. At last year's three-point open high-stakes contest in Pennsylvania, Anthony put on one of the most absurd displays of shooting you'll ever see, winning the contest and taking home a $100,000 cash prize. Look at this. The man doesn't miss. I mean, Anthony did have an extra 10 seconds compared to the NBA contestants.
That's not even
and he was shooting from the college three-point line, which is 2 feet closer. And he had 9 shots before beginning this record-breaking round. And, well, of course, this performance didn't take place in an NBA three-point contest. But a record is a record. And as the world's best shooter, Anthony's got a lot of them. Over the last decade, Anthony has been slowly taking down nearly every basketball shooting record available, and possibly some that are not. Most three-pointers made in a minute? 31. Most three-pointers made in 3 minutes? 93. Most free throws made in 1 minute? 67. That's more than a free throw made per second. I mean, at a rate like that, you must have some crazy contraption helping you get the balls back or something.
It's not fair.
Most free throws made in 3 minutes. 201, beating the old record by a very modest 101. And he doesn't plan on stopping until every shooting record is his. His most recent world record on the books, most free throws made while standing on one leg. But with all of this fame and glory as the world's greatest shooter comes a lot of challengers. People who doubt your claims, want to take your spot as the top dog, refute your records and say, well, I mean, how many people have even attempted shooting free throws on one leg? But that's neither here nor there. And this hasn't stopped Anthony from taking down the competition and taking down records along the way. Until he showed up. Former NBA player and now NBA analyst, Kenny Smith. See, back in the 90s, Kenny Smith was one of the NBA's premier sharpshooters. And as one of the best among the best, there is a massive void between him and some regular Joe when it comes to shooting a basketball. And throughout the years, Kenny has challenged other former NBA players to a three-point shootout to test their skills and win bragging rights on live national television.
Wow.
No warm-ups, no do-overs. He went toe-to-toe with, at the time, the greatest shooter of all time, Reggie Miller, and was one shot away from beating him. He challenged former NBA sharpshooter Danny Ainge to a three-point shootout and walked him like a dog while clearing the last rack and staring him down as the last ball went through the net. He challenged former flamethrower Michael Redd at the ripe age of 49 and beat him as well. Kenny even went as far as challenging Jason Terry, one of the greatest long-range shooters ever, to a three-point shootout for the rights to the nickname The Jet. Does anyone want to take a wild guess at who won?
You better come back over here. You better come back over here.
Fuck it! Talk to me! Talk to me!
Over here, shoot again.
Yes, sir!
Over here. I'm the Jet in here.
He the Jet!
What's my name?
You heard me?
What's my name?
Brick City, and you got nothing about Brian. Yeah!
Chuck, another one, Hal. Chuck, what's my name?
That's the highlight of your career right there, la dog. He's the Jet. You heard me? He's the Jet.
What's my name? What's my name?
Yeah.
This is not a man you want to mess with. Because no matter how many years go by, no matter how knocked those knees get,
They don't need
once
to.
an NBA
Ain't
player, always an NBA player. And
Hell
Anthony
nah. His
Miracola
knees
had
do
to
it.
learn this the hard way.
April 28th, 2019.
It's been a few years since Anthony Miracola began his record-breaking mission. He's already a world record holder and the greatest shooter on the planet. So the crew over at NBA on TNT with Shaq, Charles, Ernie, and Kenny invite him onto the show to do a segment talking about his success. The crew is excited to have him on and hear his story. But lurking 5 feet to his left is Kenny Smith, who has identified his next victim. As a fun little gimmick, the crew has 10-year-old phenom Landon Spicer go toe-to-toe with Shaquille O'Neal in a free throw competition. The kid is a machine. He knocks down his shots. And to absolutely no one's surprise, Shaq.
Oh, snap, hold up. Camera did die, but hey, we back better than ever. Let's get back into it, though.
Absolutely no one's surprise, Shaq does not. The kid is eating it up. He loves it.
Amazingly enough, you've beaten Shaq in a free throw contest. That's funny, Chuck.
But the real
Just hooked on the
show
ice.
is about to begin. Ernie proposes a shootout between the greatest shooter in the world versus 54-year-old Kenny the Real Jet Smith. Kenny couldn't say yes fast enough. He just watched this man set a world record and sink 31 three-pointers in a minute, and he's chomping at the bit to face him. Right from the jump, Anthony is getting put through the ringer, and he hasn't even taken a single shot.
He
They
looks
ask him where
scared.
he'd like to shoot from. He says the free throw line.
Free throw
They
crazy.
say they're not doing that.
You picked the spot.
Said the free throw is crazy, boy. You sound scared in the mud, bro. You shoot mainly free throws. I ain't heard nothing now. Got hit them threes, boy. Talk.
NBA three-point line it is. Anthony's already feeling the pressure. The studio's
Look at
court
him.
has a low
His
roof
soldier's
line.
tensed
It's gonna
up.
mess up his shot. He makes a small remark about this, but the crew ain't going for it.
It's tough because the art.
First one up.
He said the art. I thought you was the best shooter. Come on now.
He's shooting first one what? Three?
Like a pack of hyenas, the crew is circling. Barkley's yelling at the poor guy. Shaq is right behind him, repeating
Love
everything
it.
Charles is saying. A 7-foot echoing monolith, just menacingly standing there. And it's at this moment, Anthony begins to realize what he's gotten himself into. But being the gracious host that he is, Kenny allows Anthony to go first.
Yeah, first of three.
You going?
No, it's your welcome.
Just shoot.
Because if I make the first one, I won't put too much pressure on.
Okay.
All right, there you go. All right, there it
Miss.
is. See?
That's off by
If I make that first one. Oh,
It's a miss. We are one attempt into this competition, and Charles Barkley has already seen enough. Anthony asks for the ball, and Charles just stares at him. Have you ever, in your life, seen someone so unamused? Meanwhile, Kenny Smith is taking off his jacket to prepare to lay that NBA caliber beatdown.
Watch this.
both of us ain't gonna.
Little 1-2 right there. Bucket. Easy. You see the
The
net?
shirt that's tight, Ernie. You know what I'm saying, Ernie? You know what I'm saying? Oh, this is the shirt that's tight, Ernie. It's the shirt that's tight.
Nigga got no J. Nigga got no J. Look at him. Look at him. No J.
Tight, Ernie.
Brick. Sick.
Oh no. In dress shoes and slacks, Kenny went into the shootout completely cold, but he's already
Knees
eating
touching
up.
and everything,
Our friend
Kenny.
Anthony is 0 for 2. Now, I want to take this moment to remind everyone out there about a quote a wise man once said. I am closer to LeBron than you are to me. Famous words uttered by none other than Brian Scalabrine. For 11 seasons, Brian spent his time in the NBA as the league's resident scrub, averaged 3 points a game, didn't see the court on many nights. In fact, in 2012, while LeBron was in his prime and nearly led the league in scoring, Brian was putting up a whopping 1 point per game. About as far away from LeBron as a player in the NBA
more
is
than
going to
other
get.
niggas.
And yet, despite this, Brian was acutely aware of the fact that even with this massive void, as an NBA player, he was still worlds closer to LeBron than we are to him. One of the worst, but still an NBA player.
Yeah.
At the time of this shootout, Kenny
Ain't
Smith
lying,
had
though.
been
I
retired
wasn't in
for
the
over
league.
2 decades. He spent his days in a chair talking about the game, not playing it. But he is still a former NBA player, and the gap between him and Anthony was insurmountable.
Yeah.
All right,
Brick.
guys.
Alright, we done looking at the bricks though. No more bricks though.
Let's go.
No more bricks though,
It
man.
was supposed to be Anthony's time to show everyone what the best shooter in the world can do, turned into 90 seconds of badgering, yelling, excuses, and 2 missed shots. The poor guy didn't even get a third one. Kenny went 3 for 3, and it was over. Where's that 20-foot assembly required
His head
shooting
was-
contraption when you need it? His moment came, and it went. The crew does their best to make Anthony feel better, but the damage is already done.
Yeah, it's over.
This man holds 7 basketball shooting world records. In terms of us average Joes, he can shoot the rock better than just about anyone. He's hit 31 three-pointers in a single minute. He's made over 200 free throws in 3 minutes.
But it's all
On
free
this
throws
day,
mainly.
Anthony finally learned the haunting truth that we all have to come to terms with eventually. He is still not better than an NBA player, even when they're 54, decades into retirement, and wearing a suit.
Man, and that just goes to show you that at the end of the day, I would still give any one of y'all buckets, man. 1-on-1, 2-2v1, anything. Still give y'all buckets. But hey, that's the end of this video, man. This was a good one. Real entertaining one. Y'all tell me y'all thoughts down in the comment section. More bangers are about to be on the way. I thank y'all. Love y'all. Love y'all from the bottom of my heart. I really do mean that. For real. So stay safe out here. I love y'all. And watch your surroundings. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Boys out.